Good afternoon to all of you. Today, we are looking forward for Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspurs, and the match is coming on live this evening, and we are actually looking or going to look out for the lineups and how everything is going to unfold. Chelsea played against Arsenal just last week, and Chelsea beat Arsenal by 2 goals to 1 at Emirates. Kind courtesy Tammy Abraham, who gave us the winner after the first goal from the Chelsea man, that is Kai Havertz. After returning, he actually scored a goal against Arsenal, which Arsenal got the equalizer through Granit Xhaka, and later on, Tammy Abraham give Chelsea the winner over there. So today we are going to delve more into Chelsea versus Tottenham today. The news coming in is that the probability of Kepa to be imposed is very high, the same as Edward Mendy. We are looking forward that these two guys will be imposed for Chelsea today. We can see the same thing that they did against Arsenal. One may keep during the first half, and the second half to the other one will take over the post. And at the back line, the major question is: are we still going to see Jules Kounde starting for Chelsea? Jules Kounde has been so impressive during this preseason, playing against Peterborough. He also came on to play against Bournemouth. The same as playing against Arsenal. This boy has been marvelous so far, and we are looking forward that he will continue his fine form this preseason and start the match against Tottenham Hotspurs. Not to talk about the Ghana boy, that is Baba Rahman. We are also looking forward that he will start on the left side since Palmieri and the likes of Chilwell. I understand that they are not really ready to actually play this particular match, but hey, we are looking forward that these guys are going to make Chelsea proud today. Talking about the central defenders, the pair, we are looking forward for Kezuma to start either alongside a guy like maybe we may see Christensen back and those other guys, but we are still looking forward that Chelsea will keep up with the same lineup that maybe they used against Arsenal. The likes of Malang Sarr are playing very well at the back, and we are looking forward for Chelsea to actually beat Tottenham Hotspurs today, as they did against Arsenal. Now, coming to the midfield, Drinkwater is available, Loftus-Cheek is available, the likes of Jules Kounde is available, and all those other guys are available at Chelsea today. So we are looking forward that Chelsea against us, Tottenham Hotspurs today is going to be a cagey and encounter game. I want to see the midfield pair for Chelsea. Personally, I want to see one more chance for Robin Loftus-Cheek. I also want to see a guy like Drinkwater maybe featuring in this particular fixture. So let us see how events will unfold. If you have joined me, don't forget to comment. Let me see your prediction for this match. Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur. Let me see your prediction this evening. And let's see how things are going to unfold. I want to see your prediction. Chelsea versus Tottenham. Let me see your prediction right now. Now, going to the probable lineup today as well. We have some cool players that we are looking forward to feature as again. Tammy Abraham today, I'm looking forward for him to start this particular match. Not forgetting Michy Batshuayi, he did very, very well against Arsenal, even though he couldn't get a goal, but as he came on in the second half, you also saw his touches, his exploits during the game was massive, and we are looking forward for one more chance for a player like Michy Batshuayi, even though he may go on loan or Chelsea may actually do business with him. I can't tell. Now, let me take a little swap. Coming with Lukaku, Romelu Lukaku. What I understand is the deal is about to go through. Chelsea may get a striker called Romelu Lukaku to actually lead the lines. After Erling Haaland's deal is seen not to be very possible, Chelsea is going in for a player like Romelu Lukaku. So let's see how things or how events will unfold, whether Lukaku is going to lead the line for Chelsea next season, because I understand that Chelsea is going to send £130 million bid to Inter Milan, and Inter Milan is ready to accept the deal. It is now left with Romelu Lukaku to actually agree terms and everything for him to join Chelsea this particular season. So my question is, can Chelsea win the league with Romelu Lukaku? Let me see your reply over there. So coming to this game, the reason why we have met here is Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Tottenham Hotspur being led by Nuno Espirito Santo, I think they have a very decent squad. Even though they've not really augmented their squad, they've not done any big signings that we know of. But with the few players that they have and with the few signings they've made, they are a very good team that will give Chelsea a very, very good competition or a very, very good preparation going into this particular season. Crystal Palace won their previous friendly match last 3 days ago by winning by 3 goals to 1, I guess. The likes of Andre Ayew, that is Dede Ayew's brother, that's Jordan Ayew scoring goal for Crystal Palace. Chelsea playing against them in the first match of the season. Chelsea needs a very good opposition or a very good size to play against, so that going into this particular season, our target of winning the league will come into fruition, because Chelsea want to win the Premier League. We've won the Champions League already. We are the champions of Europe. We have conquered the whole Europe, and now we want to conquer the Premiership. So Chelsea winning the Premier League this season is a must, and we must begin with beating Tottenham Hotspurs today. As we are hosting Tottenham Hotspurs with this probable lineup I've given to you, the likes of Tammy Abraham starting, the likes of Loftus Cheek, seeing them to start as well, not forgetting the pair of Malangsa and probably Kezuma at the back, Dujon Sterling to be on the right side, probably Baba Rahman being on the left side. In the midfield, I'm looking forward that Kovacic, N'Golo Kante, we do that pairing. Don't forget that Jorginho is also back, so Jorginho can feature in the second half of the, because the coach said that he don't want fatigue to set in. Some players needs to be rested. The likes of Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, they need to be rested because they've played almost the whole of last season. They went to the Euros Championship. Even Thiago Silva also went to the Copa America. So almost the senior players need some little rest. So this is the time that he needs to be giving them that kind of rest, so that going into the season they can power and they can help Chelsea to actually achieve our aim. So if you join me, let me see your prediction over there. So Chelsea versus Tottenham, my prediction, we won 2-1 against Arsenal. That day I predicted very, very right. It is on this channel. You can go and check it out. I predicted 2-1 for Chelsea. And today against Tottenham Hotspurs, I sense another 2-1 win for Chelsea. I sense another 2-1 win for Chelsea. You can let me see your prediction. 2-1 win, but I'm praying for 2-0. But I sense, I can feel like it's going to be 2-1 for Chelsea today. But I'm praying for 2-0 because I don't want Chelsea to be conceding goals. The more we keep the clean sheet, the more it's going to help us going into the next season. Because if we are conceding goals, it will affect the way that we play. It will affect the telepathy. When we start the game without scoring a goal, you shouldn't concede. At that time, it is 0-0. And if you don't concede, you have an advantage. If you score one goal, you're in the game. But if you concede, then there is another hurdle to actually cross. That is to come back, score goals before you can win the match. So I'm looking for Chelsea to actually keep a clean sheet today against Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, let me give you another news coming in. Jules Kounde of Sevilla. Chelsea is going to sign Kounde, and the latest is that Chelsea is actually going to include the likes of this Chelsea guy Kennedy, who actually played very well last season for Granada. Chelsea is going to add Kennedy to or with money for Jules Kounde. So Chelsea is actually expected to land this deal. And if Chelsea should get Romelu Lukaku and Jules Kounde, then I think that we are so much prepared to win the league next season. As I told you, Haaland deal was almost true, but Chelsea never submitted a bid. Per the news that we have, Chelsea didn't submit a bid. So for Haaland's own, it has almost collapsed. But for Romelu Lukaku, Chelsea has a chance, an upper hand, because we understand that the player wants to come back. Just that he has some little issues with how he was actually blasted when he was playing for Manchester United, Chelsea, and everything. The way the media, the English media, actually was on him, he is unhappy with that, and due to that, he was having some kind of indecisions over there. But we understand that Romelu Lukaku is ready to join Chelsea, and any moment from now, we are looking for a deal to go through for Chelsea to land Romelu Lukaku to lead our lines. And I'm telling you, that is going to be a marvelous signing. Why? Because if you look at the way Chelsea plays this particular season, the way we are able to transit from the midfield to attack, Lukaku always stays about or not more than 20 meters from the 18-yard box. He's always about 20 yard rather from the 18-yard box. So always you are going to find Lukaku at a very good position. And one positive thing or one strength about Lukaku is his hold-up play. The way he's able to hold the ball, wait for the other attackers, give them the pass. If you follow him very well, I don't want to talk about his days at United, even though we know it. But if you followed him at International Milan, you will see the way that he's able to hold that play for Lautaro Martinez anytime they get the ball. And this particular season today are going to be some matches that Chelsea is going to sit back and rely on counter attacks. And one player who also does well on counter attack is Romelu Lukaku. He has the pace, he has the strength, he can bully defenders, and he can join attack as well. So if you have a player like Romelu Lukaku who can hold on to the ball when you get a counter attack, wait for the likes of Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech, or any other winger to come around, release ball for him, and enter into the opposition 18-yard box, and he can finish it. Because Chelsea last season created a lot of chances. Timo Werner actually wasted a lot of chances, to be frank with you. But those chances, give two to Lukaku, and he will score one. Because we all know Lukaku has improved a lot as a player. Going to Inter Milan, winning the league with them was no joke. Because in Italy, it was all about Juventus. But Romelu Lukaku went there together with Lautaro Martinez and the others, the likes of Eriksen and all those players. They did marvelously well to win the league for Inter Milan. So Chelsea landing Lukaku is going to be very great. If you have joined me, don't forget to comment. Let me see your prediction. Chelsea versus Tottenham today. What is your prediction? Let me see your prediction as you have joined me on Osikani TV. Don't forget to also subscribe to this channel, hit on the notification bell so that whenever we upload any new video, you'll be the first person to watch it over there. So as I was talking about Romelu Lukaku, Chelsea signing here is going to be a great signing. One thing about Lukaku is his ability to also get the aerial duels. I'm talking about those headers and those things. Chelsea last season, we saw a player like Hakim Ziyech who always sends him his e-swingers. He will send the ball through, but hey, no one is there to connect to the ball. Chelsea always crosses the ball, but no one is there to connect. And we all know what Lukaku can do as a player. He has improved a lot from the time that Mourinho actually brought him. He played, I think, against the Super Cup against Bayern Munich. Chelsea lost on penalties, and after that, Lukaku was loaned back again. Lukaku has improved as a player since he joined Chelsea, went to West Bromwich Albion, came to Everton, went to Manchester United, and now in Italy with Inter Milan. Lukaku has improved as a player in all aspects of his game, and I think that this is the right time to join Chelsea. This is the right time to join Chelsea, and I'm very optimistic that Lukaku, with Chelsea players, this club of players, we are going to build a formidable side to challenge for the league title this season. Because Manchester City, we understand they are almost through with Jack Grealish, I think about £100 million, and if you also go to our other opponents, I think Liverpool has also signed Kounde, the central defender, and I think they have the squad already. So the ones that Chelsea will be competing against, Manchester United is also doing signings, signing Jadon Sancho recently, and actually they also have a player like, I think they've also signed Varane, who will be joining them very soon. So Manchester United is also augmenting their squad. So there is no way that Chelsea should relent or Chelsea should relax that they are not going to do any signings. Chelsea should sign some players, and you and I can agree or attest to the fact that last season what Chelsea suffered was how to score the chances that we created. We created a lot of chances. Even look at the UEFA Champions League final against Manchester City. We created a lot of chances, but unfortunately, we were not able to bury them. So I think that this particular match against Tottenham Hotspurs is going to be a very, very good test. As our coach even said, we had a very good test against Arsenal, but I'm looking for a more challenging one because Nuno Espirito Santo for Tottenham Hotspurs will do everything possible to actually win this game because, mind you, this is first season at Tottenham Hotspurs and he will be doing everything right. I'm not looking forward for Harry Kane to start because Harry Kane, even right now, he has issues with the club already. He wants to leave. Even Daniel Levy says that unless the deal is coming outside from England, he's not going to sell, or from outside the league. He don't want to sell the player into the same league and he will come back to hunt him or anything. So he wants to sell him outside. And the question is he going to Real Madrid? Is he going to Barcelona? Is he going to Inter Milan? But hey, though all those clubs too are not showing interest any longer. At first we had Real Madrid, but now it is not like that. So I'm only looking forward that Chelsea will strengthen our squad very well. We get that parity that we want. We will get that strength to actually compete against the other class. Going into the game today, I'm looking forward for Chelsea to have a very compact defense today. We shouldn't allow our opponent to take chances. If you look at the goal you considered against Arsenal, it was a very, very bad goal. I would call it a very bad goal because that corner that came in from Nicolas Pepe, nobody actually challenged Granit Xhaka, and he just had to head home. If you look at that corner very well, the corner came from Pepe, and Drinkwater was the one who was supposed to challenge Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka took over. That is my prediction for this. So that is all for today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Chelsea versus Tottenham today. This evening, I'm looking for a 2-1 win for Chelsea, but I personally want to go for a 2-0. I don't want us to concede a goal. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time being on this particular channel. And we shall meet later. We hope for the best. Chelsea, the Blues.